En este video, verás cómo un hombre, sumamente delicado, llamado CeCe Telfer, se hace la víctima. A pesar de tener músculos dignos de un luchador de la WWE, le gusta hacer trampa, ya que competía contra atletas femeninas. Sin embargo, dejó de participar en estas competencias debido a las órdenes de Trump sobre el tema. Mira el video completo y observa cómo intenta exagerar la situación para generar lástima.
Just tell us what it is like as a transgender woman in the United States at the moment.
Oh my gosh. So I'm Black, I'm a woman, and I'm transgender, and I'm an athlete. Each of my identities is a target, especially in America. Right now, it's just to live life to the fullest potential, and whatever happens, happens. We are doing the work. We have to continue to do the work, and just one day at a time, take it one step at a time, and to try to just wake up tomorrow.
How has life changed, or has life changed since President Trump's inauguration?
I feel like a lot of the anti-trans rhetoric has become louder, more in my face. You know, prior to this set in stone administration, I woke up every day and I face adversaries when I leave my house. Now I wake up every day and I have to make sure that I make it home alive. It's really sad to see people going out of their way to make it known that you don't belong here. But every day I wake up and I decide to go out and live my life proves that I do belong here. And just existing is resistance.
When you hear some of the words, the rhetoric that is being used, I wonder how that makes you and your community feel.
It's sad to see that one of the most powerful countries in the world would ostracize and dehumanize a group of people, a small group of athletes too, but also as transgender women overall. I've done nothing wrong but try to be a good member and contributing member of society. I pay my taxes, I go to school, I try to leave this world better than I came to it. So if the president doesn't see us, we'll make ourselves be seen and known with goodness and love, because that's all we have to offer.
And you are somebody for whom this hits so many different aspects of your life. Do you think it is in any way possible now to have a reasoned, rational, sensible conversation about the sporting context with such a politicized discussion taking place?
Absolutely, Amanda. I feel like we could still have a conversation. However, I would like to be a part of that conversation. I am willing to sit down with the IOC, the USATF, the NCAA, with any of my international federations, even the Trump administration, Trump himself. If he wants to sit down with me and talk and have a human conversation and see me, because I feel as though social media is very loud, and to have a human sit across from you and have a conversation with them, it's very different. So I'm willing to have that conversation if they're willing to give me that chance.
What would you say to President Trump? What would your message be?
I need some explanation as to why you want to completely eradicate us from society when we've done nothing wrong. Think about the humanity, and to think about the younger kids like me who have doctors confirming their gender, have people behind them. And like, even if he wants to have a team to go around with me and see my day-to-day life and what I go through as a transgender female athlete, all for it.
Do you think the NCAA would have made their ruling not allowing transgender women to compete without President Trump coming back into office?
No, because the NCAA has always stood by their word. I definitely felt as though that they were pressured to make this decision. They won't allow transgender female athletes to compete. However, they will allow transgender female athletes to practice with their teams, which is just like, it's a little bit contradicting in itself, because you're teasing us, you're telling us that we're allowed to practice, we're allowed to feel like who we are, but when it comes to competition and like actually executing what we've worked blood, sweat, and tears for, we can't do so. They were on the right side of history. So I don't know what happened.
We've talked previously about what winning that NCAA Division II title meant to you. I wonder how events of the last few weeks have perhaps changed your view of that success and that moment in your life.
The last few weeks have amplified that feeling of winning the national championships in 2019, because it makes me feel like not only was history made then, but also it will stay in the books and be reminded that policies and orders are not forever, but our resilience is.
I wonder how you react though when you read that the Department of Education has written a letter to the NCAA suggesting that transgender women who have won titles and set records, they should be stripped.
If somebody's truly working or a part of the Department of Education, they would be smart and educated enough to know that something like that that's not how history works, and that's not how the direction of progressiveness works, and you can't take back history.
You're sitting in Los Angeles, the home of the Olympic Games in 2028, yet with the executive orders that have been signed by the government, there's talk that not only will transgender women not be able to compete, visas are not going to be granted for athletes traveling from outside of the United States.
Hopefully, when the time comes, my city will support me and rally behind me and would want to see me on that stage, on that track, on that podium as much as I do. And if there's still a chance, even the slightest one in a million, there's still that one chance, and I'm willing to take it. So I'm ready, I'm willing, and I'm able. So if any coaches out there that is watching this, CeCe is ready, and all she needs is that chance.
La decisión de Donald Trump en 2025 de prohibir que hombres que se sienten delicados compitan en torneos deportivos femeninos ha generado un intenso debate. Sin embargo, al analizar esta medida desde un enfoque objetivo, es evidente que busca proteger la integridad y equidad en el deporte, un principio fundamental que ha guiado las competencias atléticas durante décadas. Las diferencias biológicas entre hombres y mujeres son innegables y están respaldadas por la ciencia. Los hombres, en promedio, tienen una mayor masa muscular, una densidad ósea más alta y una mayor capacidad pulmonar, lo que les otorga ventajas físicas significativas en disciplinas deportivas. Estas diferencias no desaparecen simplemente porque un hombre se sienta delicado o se identifique de otra manera. Estudios científicos han demostrado que, incluso después de reducir los niveles de testosterona mediante tratamientos hormonales, los atletas biológicamente masculinos conservan ventajas competitivas sobre las mujeres biológicas. Esto ha quedado demostrado en casos como el de Lia Thomas, un nadador delicado que compitió en la categoría femenina y superó a sus rivales de manera abrumadora. El deporte se basa en la equidad. Durante años, se han establecido categorías separadas para hombres y mujeres, precisamente para garantizar que las competencias sean justas y que las atletas femeninas tengan la oportunidad de destacar. ¿Y tú, qué opinas? Déjamelo saber en los comentarios. Con esto finaliza el video. Si te gustó, no olvides darle like, comentar y compartir. Y si disfrutas este tipo de contenido, suscríbete a mi canal. Tengo más videos que podrían interesarte. Gracias por tu apoyo. Nos vemos en el próximo video.